Hello.
Hi.
Hey everyone.
I'm cut off, but hello.
Shit.
Thanks for the clap. Thank you.
Let's get a clap for these runners.
Yeah, you.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Katana Zero. The game came out like 3 months ago.
Yeah, so let's get some introductions first. So,
Kainalo?
Yeah, I'm Yisk. Hi.
I'm Juteno.
And I'm Mr. Mary.
Yeah, he's kind of off camera. I'm gonna
I-
try to move him
Scoot.
a bit
Oh,
in.
I'll try to
Yeah,
not do screw up the cable.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry.
It should
Okay,
be
so
fine.
this game is very recent and it's very, very fast-paced. This is a kind of recent version of the game, this speedrun mode.
Yep. Basically, it has all the lore important and cutscene stuff cut out, so that you get the action-only stuff. Hence the name, the action-only speedrun.
Yes, the action-only speedrun removes all the cutscenes and all the areas that are not specifically combat and action. So, what you're gonna see is the full run, but without the 30 minutes of cutscenes and dialogue options that are very enjoyable casually, but of course take a long time and have a lot of mashing in the speedrun. So, anytime we're ready to go.
Do we hit the button? Who hits the button? Should I hit the button?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
One.
Yeah, let's count from 5. All right, so 5.
0 or 1?
On go. Why not? So 5 to go. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right. So 5, 4, 3,
2,
1, go!
Woo! So the first level in the game, this is called the factory. This is sort of kinda a tutorial level, which is it's going to introduce you to all the mechanics in the game, like rolling, jumping, and whatnot.
And so, being the tutorial, this area doesn't have a lot of enemies, and what it focuses on is introducing specific elements. Like this room is the laser room, and it has several lasers that you know how to evade with rolling. So here you're seeing clever use of resets of
Where's
rooms.
the on Yisk?
Yep. You see clever resets of rooms to have different cycles, different to catch if you're not used to it, but a lot of fast action that you're not going to be able to catch very easily. But there's a lot going on in here, and we're going to try to accommodate. So here, stage is clear, and we're going to move directly on to the next stage without seeing all the cutscenes that would introduce all the areas and all the lore.
Yeah, basically right now we are in Hotel Murderer. This is our hero is an assassin, and this is his first assassination we are taking. This is actually the second assassination we're taking care of, but this is like more complex one.
Yeah, so without spoiling too much about the lore, this is basically every stage is a mission for the character.
Yep.
And so this stage, as you can see, we have more enemies. We have more enemies of the same type, and we're gonna have to deal with multiple enemies at the same time. Still, it's a very, very simple stage, so they're going through very, very easily.
And it also introduces throwables.
Yeah, throwables are very common in this game, and we're gonna do some very heavy use of them later on. Lots of very cool strats. Here, there's an enemy that you would talk to and have a very long dialogue with, but if you throw an item, you can kill them off screen and skip completely the whole section. It's a very big time save.
Okay, so another assassination. This time we are having Club Neon with the most banging music in the entire game.
And this is Club is already the third stage. We're going really fast, and as you can see on Kainalo's screen, he's attempting a trick that we call Baba Booey.
Yep,
No,
it has like 20 iterations.
Yes. So he's gonna jump over the guard. You can see on his screen, he's jumping over the guard. He's getting caught, but before the game can stop him, he goes through the door. So that counts as a death, but it saves time. The rest of the level is very, very simple. Lots of enemies, and this time you have lots of smaller rooms. So you have to deal with enemies in small rooms and a lot of different enemies acting together to get you. You start to see some deflects. In this game, you're able to deflect projectiles as they come to you with your sword. It's not easy to do. These runners are very experienced, and even they can mess it up sometimes. and it's a very difficult trick. Normally, the game would let you use a slow-mo, which slows time and allows you to carefully aim when you're deflecting projectiles and killing enemies. But these guys are running in a mode that removes slow-mo, which is a challenge mode. But since in the speedrun we're all experienced and we don't need slow-mo, we run in that mode.
Yep.
And with the third stage clear, we're moving right on to the prison stage.
Yep, this is another stage. This is next assassination. Here we are supposed to be sneaky, but we really don't care about that in a speedrun.
Yes, in this stage we're supposed to sneak through, but as we get in, we discover that everyone has been killed.
Yep.
For reasons that you may want to discover at playing the game. So we definitely encourage you to play the game because it's exceptional casual game, and this run does not do justice to the lore, but it does justice to the gameplay. So right now we're killing everyone, which is one of the possible options.
We are
because
actually
this
not
game,
killing everyone.
Yeah, we're killing everyone who's in our path.
Yeah,
so it is possible to get through this area being sneaky and not being seen by anyone, but it is much faster to kill everyone we get spotted by.
Yep.
So now we have mansion. Or no, studio. Studio is the next.
Yeah, studio. Studio 51. We are following a character in here and we have some business to do with them. You know, some bloody business.
Yes, and
it consists of three levels and then a boss fight.
Yeah. So the gameplay in this area is subdivided in this obligatory autoscroller. Every good game needs to have a good autoscroller, and which is pretty fun to do. Like, speedrunners tend to kind of, you know, laugh at autoscrollers because they're kind of boring in speedruns, but this is a pretty fun autoscroller to run. And then after this autoscroller, Chapel of Doom, you're gonna have two areas. Yisk is going through one of them. And after the two areas, you'll have one room and then the boss. So this is... Yeah, this is a space uncertainty, and then you're gonna have the next area, which is
the Quiet
Hills, and they're all quotes from movies. So as you can see, they're going through different routes.
Yep.
Sorry for interrupting.
That's
so
cool.
they're going through different routes because these three areas, the auto-scroller and the two different areas, are free to choose from. And because of menuing reason, some choose some things and some others, but there are several choices that are optimal. So you can either decide to do the auto-scroller first and the two areas later, or you can decide to do the two areas first and the auto-scroller later. So they chose different things in this case, but they're gonna meet up at the end. So here we see Yisk is now doing the auto-scroller, while Kainalo is doing
making
Space Uncertainty.
Yeah, I think he's going nose. He's still got Quiet Hills to do.
Yes, now he's going to Quiet Hills. As you can see, both are approaching the end of their session.
Yeah, in those levels you need to pick up 3 key cards to open a gate, so that you can progress further in the level.
Yep. And while we go through this area, the last area, I want to shout out the music for this game. That is absolutely exceptional, and you need to check it out.
Yeah,
and whether you like the game, whether you don't like the game, I definitely recommend to check out the artists behind the music and give them a follow on various social media because it's super, super, super good.
Yeah, you can get away with listening to this music in a vehicle.
Yes.
Also, I'd like you to notice that both Yisk and Kainalo are on a very close pace.
Yes, as you can see, they met up pretty much very, very tied.
Yeah, and this is V fight.
Yes.
It can be finished pretty quickly.
They're both going for a very, very, very difficult strat, and they both got it, which is very good. I would suggest clapping for that one because it's a really, really tough strat, and they made it look so easy and so natural.
Okay,
So
so
this
this is I forget mansion, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we are following the guy we just fought because we have actually we end up meeting him up because we have someone else to kill here, but he just happens to be here.
And here's where the block thickens, and we're not going to go deep into it, and from now on we're going to try to kind of refrain from talking too much about lore because it gets very deep and interesting, and we really want to let you enjoy the story. But as you can see here, we're entering into the mid to late game, and the enemies are just packed. Lots of shooting enemies, lots of very fast enemies that are going to take you down instantly. And so there's a lot of strats that you can do right now.
He's just fell behind because he took a death.
Yeah. And as you can see, you can use the flamethrower to burn barrels that explode.
You can also use Molotovs.
Yes. If you quickly look at Kainalo's screen, he's going to attempt a skip that is frame perfect. He didn't get it.
Oh, no one got it.
Neither of the runners got it.
It's banned in the Nordics, by the way, so that's why we don't get it.
Okay, so now onto the boss fight against Mr. Kissyface.
So Kissyface is a very simple fight, even though it may be very annoying casually. It's a very simple fight because you can just abuse his animations to slash him from behind. And that's all there is. You just slash him from behind and then hold the button.
Yep.
And beat him.
You need to parry him 4 times and then you just rip his head off.
Yes. Now this is the chase section, and you can see that enemies are coming from both sides.
Yep. And
I believe it is faster to go from right to left than it is going from left to right. And so they're going to try and be on the right side when enemies spawn, so that when they clear the enemies on the right, it is faster to go to the left. And when you see the screen changing rapidly, the background, it's because they hit a checkpoint and reset. Use the reset function.
Yeah,
that skips a small sequence that is supposed to change the background. Like that.
Yep.
That is a reset. And so they're skipping a bunch of time by just using a feature of the game.
Yep. You think we could squeeze in one donation?
Yes, I think we can squeeze like 1 or 2 donations right now.
And I have 1 or 2 donations. We have $20 from Ship Go Sink saying, the long boy Kane and the young boy Yes. Best of luck to both of you. Shoutouts to everyone in the Katana Zero community.
Shoutouts to Ship.
And we also have, second quick one, $20 from Headweg saying, everyone shout, Kainalo, Kainalo,
Kainalo, Kainalo, Kainalo. Okay, so we have entered the V fight. Basically, oh, I dropped. That's a name drop. Sorry.
Fine.
Okay, so basically you need to hit the helicopter 3 times to destroy it, and he just did it.
Yes, you can do it by deflecting his projectiles. Normally you would use slow-mo, but we learned the strats to do it without. So now Yis is in Chinatown,
yep,
which is the next area, and Kainalo just got there too.
Yeah, it's another assassination mission, but I mean it's no, sorry, it's not an assassination mission. It's actually our own pursuit for
yes, it's kind of a personal quest, this one. And so essentially in this area you're going to see a lot of wide areas, but even though the areas are wide, they are cramped with enemies, crowded with enemies. And lots of enemies that shoot really fast, and so dealing with them is especially annoying. So casually you're definitely going to have some trouble with this area. So learning the speedruns, we're not going too deep into the speedruns because most of them are really, really small and it would take a lot to explain them. But just trust me that these runners are doing a lot that is very calculated to get all the enemies without ever using slow-mo.
Yep, and all you need to know is that Kainalo likes to go for IL strats.
Yeah, unfortunate death on Kainalo's screen, but sometimes it just happens. This game is very unforgiving sometimes.
Yep.
Small panic.
Okay, so Yis in the last room of Chinatown. And there you go. Yes, is done with Chinatown, and moving on to Dragon Tape.
This is basically during the Chinatown level. We grabbed the tape, and tape, and now we are gonna watch it.
Yes, we skipped the cutscene in which we grabbed the tape, but it's fine because it's a lore-free area. But here we're playing as another character, and this character has the ability to dash like that, and everything in the path will be killed. But that dash puts not only your dash on cooldown, which is the red bar you see on top of his head, but also your slash. So as long as the dash is on cooldown, you cannot slash, which is very important. So right now Yisk is doing a bait strat, baiting the enemies to come down so he can slash them all. And Yisk is out. Kai doing the same strat.
Yep.
Similar strat, but not exactly the same. And both
Kai
are
is
done
out.
with Dragon Tape. So
Yep.
Slaughterhouse.
The Slaughterhouse. This is a continuation of the personal pursuit for something.
And this is where the character starts acting for himself. This is all we're going to say about the lore here. And so essentially what we're going to see now is there are a bunch of things, of challenges that you have to go through casually that there is an actually dev-intended skip for, and it's actually an achievement in the game.
Yep.
And so we do that to skip those very, very slow challenges. And you can see a lot of strats here. This room is especially interesting in the speedrun because you bait a lot of enemies to come after you. And as you can see, Yisk is baiting enemies here. And that is a really scary room because if one thing goes wrong, all the enemies are going to be after you. And it's going to be super difficult to deal with it. Another very interesting room. Here we're going to wait for the conveyor belt to bring the enemies to us and then kill them like that.
Yeah, Yisk took it a little slow, and Kainalo just went full rage
Yes.
on. It
So-
worked out for both of them.
Yep. There you go. And then that bomb at the end of this room, he's going to throw a bomb to the left and detonate to kill the last enemy. And so here we're going to roll through. You can see some cameras on the ceiling.
Yep.
And we're avoiding those cameras by rolling. Kainalo just got the cameras, so he had to reset the room.
That's only one camera trip through
Yeah.
the entire Slaughterhouse. That's good.
Yes. And there we have Bunker
Yeah,
1.
yeah, we have Bunker 1. This is we are going back to the assassinations.
Yeah, and this is essentially the last mission, and it's divided into 2 stages, Bunker 1 and Bunker 2. And they're not going to look like different stages, but
Yeah, the division is clearly because of
Yeah.
the plot.
yeah, because the plot here is getting very complex. So, as you can see, you probably don't understand anything about the lore because this is an action-only speedrun, but trust me, this is very, very good lore. So, there you go. These rooms are all packed with very difficult enemies in very difficult positions. So learning the strats takes a lot of time, and being consistent at them is very tough. So definitely give them credit for this because this Bunker 1 and Bunker 2 are really, really tough areas.
Yeah, they have quite a lot of cheap tricks, both of those levels.
Yeah. So now Yisk is moving to the second area of Bunker 1. We're gonna see some even trickier things. There you go. This is a very tricky room, and Yisk just did it perfectly. Kai is gonna do an even harder trick. There you go. Both got it perfectly. Very nice. Both on the last room of Bunker 1, and Yisk is on to Bunker 2.
Yep. And now we're gonna go fishing.
Yes, this is a strat that we call isfiske, which means ice fishing. Because he's going down, baiting the enemies to go up, and then
Hey, look, I
slashing
got
them from up. While Kainalo is doing it in a more traditional way, going down and killing everyone. Yeah, there's kind of a debate, but it's fine.
What kind of debate?
It is faster, but you know, it's kind of preference. So I just want to stress how good these runners are because these paces are much better than my PB, for example. And these guys are just killing it in a marathon run.
Yeah.
And Bunker 2 is a really difficult run, and both are at the final boss. This final boss called Headhunter, and we're not going to reveal anything about lore, but it's very simple.
Yep.
Very, very simple.
You just and you have the phases of the boss fight.
You just have to practice these enemies that are very, very annoying. But once you get them, You just have to slash her a few times.
Yeah.
And then you just, you do that.
3 to be exact.
And this second phase of Headhunter.
It's just a cakewalk.
Yes. And so after this boss, for the action-only speedrun, it would be time after this Fade to Black.
But because you were also generous, we are going to do the secret boss.
We're gonna have the psychotherapy boss fight, which is a secret boss fight.
How was it that
So
close?
the time for 1813 and 1816, both amazing times for action only.
Yep.
And now we're gonna do the psychotherapy boss.
As the long story short, basically I'm not gonna go into the detail, but you just need to piss this guy real good, piss him off real good to get this ending.
Because the game is very heavy on dialogue options, so you can use dialogue options to really piss him off.
Yeah, the dialogue
And
system is pretty complex in this game.
Yeah, and really, really well written. And when you get to actually break him, he becomes the secret boss.
Yep.
And this is a very, very difficult boss.
Yeah,
Much harder than any boss. In
Yeah,
the
he has
run.
3 phases. The first phase is hands.
Yeah,
You need to hit the hands 12 times.
yeah. So right now we're gonna have a hand phase, and then we're gonna have a
Clown
bullet
phase.
Bullet phase.
Bullet phase, right?
And after that phase, if you guys in the crowd or
Alright,
in the
watching at
audience,
home.
you may have some issues with flashing screens and very bright colors. I definitely suggest you look away for like 30 seconds
Yep.
or something like that, because there's going to be a lot of flashing colors, epilepsy warning, and it can make you dizzy. This is the phase. Yes is on it.
Yep. We are getting screen shenanigans basically.
And the game is trying to mess with you by making you play on 4 different screens. And then in slow mode, this is with inverted controls. Yeah, this one is very inverted controls. And then you have one with graphics completely messed up.
Yep.
Yeah, this is with the graphics messed up. And once you do that,
And once you do that,
we go to the next phase. And this is yeah, this kind of reminds of games like Lisa. Very, very graphic content.
Yep.
And this is the last phase.
Yeah. If you're
There's a checkpoint here, and if you die there, you gotta go back to the start of the phase.
Yeah, but if you reset here, you can basically you can get throughout the entire run you have like set seeds, so the enemies act all the same.
Yeah. And epilepsy warning is done, so you can look now if you like looking at this thing. They're gonna have to hit him 3 times. So 1 last time for Yes, and 2 more times for Kai. And then we're gonna call time at the right time. So
Time is basically when the times appear.
yeah, well it's fine. I'm gonna call time. It's fine.
Alright.
So 1 last time, and Yes is done.
I'm not done. I died twice.
Oh, you died?
You're not even looking at my screen. What?
Dude, you're in front of me.
Bro.
What a friend, holy man. I finished.
Are you done, Kane?
Of course.
Yeah,
Kai is
Nice.
done.
Kai is done. Amazing
hey,
run for
almost.
Kainalo. Can we get a clap for
Round of applause.
Okay, I guess.
Kainalo? And very shortly we're gonna have to clap for Yes too. Both rounds are absolutely amazing.
No,
So-
it didn't.
Oh,
Time-
you stopped for
No.
yes.
This is my time stopped. Hey, I won.
Oh god. Damn. I knew it was rigged.
Yeah, we decided this on Discord before the run. And last hit. And there we go. Oh, wow, come on!
Come on, I've
Kai,
died
yeah.
so many times. Are you not looking?
I'm not looking. I was looking at Kai. You're making me look like a fool.
Remember in practice when you laughed at me when I said I died too much?
Remember in practice when I did this deathless first try? Yeah, I don't.
You didn't try it at all afterwards.
Them's
There you
fighting
go.
word.
You happy?
Hey.
There
I
we
choked
go.
this on like the
Can we get
easiest
a
thing.
crowd?
That was not even hard. Like
Yeah,
I
but-
choked it on easy things.
But even with the deaths, like
Yo,
both
remember my
runs
timer.
are really, really good.
Oh yeah, your timer.
Thanks.
There
No,
you
we
go.
reset the time. What?
Wait, no.
Hey.
What? Well, we can see the times on screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, there's your in-game
yeah,
times.
they're technically in game, but the loads are so insignificant
I
that
lost
it's
by
going to
50
be like
seconds.
a few seconds.
Yep.
So that's basically RDA.
It's really close.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was Katana Zero.
Yes.
That was Katana Zero, and definitely suggested that you look up this game and play it. It's pretty cheap and it's very
It's
well
15
made.
bucks, so both on Windows, I don't know, Steam, GOG,
Really
and
good.
Switch.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a short game. It's packed with content. It's get a free DLC very soon.
Yep.
And shout outs to the community. Kainalo, Yis, Jite here.
We do have a
Mr.
guide
Mary.
as well.
We have
You
a
have a
guide.
We have a good
This is
guide.
the guide man.
Yes,
He makes
and-
the guides.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the community and big shout out to ASCII Soft, the dev.
I think
that-
he's watching, so.
Yeah, he's
Hey, well,
he's
thanks for
watching
the
and
game.
he's
Yeah,
been extremely
great.
supportive to the community. He's been looking after us, and we have a bug request channel, and we could just directly talk to the dev. So
Yeah, it's
absolutely amazing person, and really appreciative. We are very appreciative of his presence in the Discord. So thank you very much.
And once again, shoutouts to the people who helped us reach the psychotherapy and Prism
yes,
Sword goals.
thank you for your
Yeah.
kind generosity.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And
That's a
enjoy
lot of
Hotline Miami.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, we're done.
Thanks.